The next time y'all sit up here and try to tell me that Mike is a good businessman, I'm gonna look at y'all like you crazy. Let's get into this thing with Mike. The fact that Rashad had to come in there and tell them that they lost their business. That's crazy. And y'all got lawsuits. This don't fall on Rashad. This falls on Mike. I keep telling y'all, Mike sucks when it comes to being a businessman. Ralphie is going to keep his business longer because he got Jocelyn. The problem is, both of these men, when it comes to women, and it ain't just him, it ain't just Ralphie, it's D, all of them, when it comes to women, except Anthony, Chase, and Wayne, do not let women be a distraction when it comes to their business. The fact that you got D that's telling all these females they get to get the lead role so he can get some butt. Mike, the fact that he helped Dom with this business just to run it into the ground. That car wash is going to run into the ground because he ain't never there to run it. And then you now have the situation with Sonny and her business, but that was Sonny's fault this time. It wasn't Mike's, it was Sonny. But Mike should have never got involved with Sonny in a romantic way. Like I said, Mike don't need to run a business. Mike need to get a regular 9-to-5 job. At the end of the day, there are too many men that need a mama. They need moms. And D got his mama, but the problem is his mother wasn't there enough to really for him to respect her. That's what the problem is with that. D ain't telling nobody nothing about what's going on. They ain't trying to sit there and play Raquel, not understanding Raquel plays chess, not checkers. Raquel is not stupid, and at the same time, she got her brother to make sure he reels her back in. So that's one thing. Then you got, all these men that claim they're good business owner, but they suck at it, which is why we don't have that many black businessmen that make a lot of money. It's mainly primarily women. So if women are doing better when it comes to business as a whole, especially in the black community, that right there should tell you something. I just say like this, a man just needs to just give me money, invest in my company, and stay out of the way. I don't even want investors because when you bring investors in, that's like bringing a bunch of people in something and they end up turning it into something that it shouldn't be. All I want is an investor that's going to help me get indoors. That's it. That's going to help me get into the doors I need to get into. But if my product is based upon holistic or organic, it's going to stay that way. I guess that's the reason I chose, coaching, is because it's really about products the same way you would in the education system as far as having courses to help people with their health and wellness. The only difference is they have actual activities that they need to do. But this really got me thinking, and I was just sitting here, and the fact that YouTube is getting ready to ask for people's IDs and stuff, I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all. Back to what I was saying. I had a phone call. At the end of the day, like I said, it is not about whether or not male or female, that just because y'all been told for decades that a man's supposed to lead a house doesn't mean that he's the person supposed to lead. At the end of the day, Mike is not somebody that God leads his life. And he's not somebody that any woman should be with, to be real. D is not somebody any woman should be with. Like I said, I can look at a man and I can tell if there's somebody that now I should be with or not. It ain't got nothing to do with being attractive. It got everything to do with their mental compass. And that is me getting to know them mentally. So when I meet men, it's not about looking at them and you're attractive. It's about me looking at you and your character. Looking at you and the way you go about situations, the way you go about things. like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not surprised about Dom and Mike losing that business. Wait till Ralphie finds out. Like I said, Melissa is going to be the one that's going to save that business that Mike got. It's going to be Melissa. Melissa going to basically make that business into what it's going to be. So at the end of the day, if Sonny is in fact still pregnant, which I don't understand why they're going this route. I don't even understand unless she really is pregnant. Unless she's pregnant in real life and she's just incorporating it into the skits. But like I said, at the end of the day, I hope they don't go this route of her being pregnant. I hope not. Y'all already said she wasn't pregnant. Why y'all still going through with these symptoms? They need writers at this point. Improv ain't working, Wayne. Improv ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. It ain't working. But I got to make some phone calls. I just want to come on here and just say, stop giving Mike chances to build businesses because he sucks at it. There's just some people that just are not business people. There are some people that just cannot lead. And if you can't lead at work, then you shouldn't lead in real life. If God don't lead your life, then you shouldn't be leading nobody nowhere. The only thing people are doing is leading people astray, leading people to chaos and destruction, leading people to lies and deceptions, leading people to wonderland to end up meeting the Queen of Hearts that's going off your head because of your consequences and repercussions and karma. I'm sorry. I'm done with them type of people. The people that are main ones that say they want to lead are the main ones that can't. A person that really can lead don't have to say two words. Their actions speak louder than their words. That's why when all these men talking about something, you gonna obey me, you shouldn't even have to say nothing. A man that really can get a woman to do something, he ain't got to say two words. All he got to do is just show that he can lead, and she'll follow. I have seen men, matter of fact, I've dated men that didn't have to say two words. They knew how to lead. So I really find it funny that these dudes out here really are so feminine. Men that really are so intimidated by women that are independent, self-sufficient, and dominant. It's ridiculous. So at the end of the day, all I can say in this situation is this is insane. So I'm going to go mind my BIEI business. But Dom, this is what you came back to because you left. You left it in charge with two men that were incompetent. And here we are. So at the end of the day, I'm not surprised because there are a lot of people that are leaving jobs because they tired of working for other people. So it is what it is. So I'm going to go mind my BIEI business now. I'm going to make some phone calls and take care of a few things. And with that being said, y'all have a very beautiful afternoon.